So, students, let us begin the third and final stanza of Ode to Autumn by John Keats. As we have seen in the first stanza, the poet has personified autumn and how nature's bounty is there in abundance. And in the second stanza, the poet has personified autumn as a winnower, a reaper, and a cleaner, and a cider presser, and the images are very much there. And in the third stanza, what does the poet say? Let us first read through the text. Where are the songs of spring? Aye, where are they? Think not of them, thou hast thy music too, while barred clouds bloom the soft dying day, and touch the stubble plains with rosy hue. Then in a wailful choir the small gnats mourn among the river shallows, borne aloft, or sinking as the light wind lives or dies, and full-grown lambs loud bleat from hilly bourne. Hedge crickets sing, and now with treble soft the red-breast whistles from a garden croft, and gathering shallows twitter in the skies. So, in this stanza, the poet describes the sounds, various sounds of autumn, as compared to spring. The songs are distinguished. These sweet songs are not heard in autumn as heard in spring, but autumn has its own music, its own songs. So there should be no regret on that account, because autumn has got its own peculiar music. The sounds of autumn are heard in the evenings when the sun is setting, while barred clouds bloom the soft dying day. A soft glow irradiates the fields from which the crop has been reaped, leaving the stumps behind. The long drawn out clouds in the sky look like the bars of a grate. At this time, the melancholy buzzing of the gnats is heard. Then, in a wailful choir, the small gnats mourn among the river shallows, at the riverside. The gnats fly about among the shrubs growing on the riverside. The gnats are carried upwards when the wind is strong, and they come downwards when the wind is feeble. In addition to the gnats singing in a melancholy chorus, the bleating of full-grown lambs is heard from the hills which bound the landscape. Then there is another sound, chirping of the grasshoppers. So the sounds of the full-grown lambs, or wailful choir of the small gnats, and here the hedge cricket grasshopper sound. And there next comes the high, bold, and delicate singing of the redbreast, which sings from an orchard. The redbreast whistles from a garden croft, and gathering swallows twitter in the skies. And finally, there is the twittering of the swallows, which are gathering in large numbers to get ready for their winter migration. So, the swallows who are ready for their winter migration, they gather in the sky. The gnats mourn by the river, the lambs bleat on the hill, the grasshopper sings from the hedge, the redbreast whistles from the garden, and the swallows twitter in the sky. All these sounds contribute to the music of autumn, which is no less than the music of the season of spring. So, in this final stanza, the poet wants us to convey the beauty and the melody of the season of autumn, how beautiful and how melodious sounds the autumn has. So, in this stanza, we come to know about the various sounds of autumn, and autumn is no less in music, no less than spring in having various melodious voices and sounds. So, in this way, the poet has glorified the season of autumn, while we all see beauty in spring. The poet's eye is able to see beauty in autumn as well. And we have seen the images, the personifications, various in various capacities. Autumn can be seen in the fields as a winnower, as a reaper, as a gleaner, as a cider presser, and how beautiful the songs of autumn are, we can understand by reading this poem. So, students, read the poem in fullness and enjoy the poem and try to interpret as well and see all these 3 videos regarding this beautiful ode, so you will be able to understand it in a better way. Thank you.